The Liqui Moly Grand Prix of Germany, Moto3 is go. Great launch off that pole position by the man on the number 28 bike, Izan Guevara. Holgado got away pretty well too. Superb start from the second ride by Japan's Tatsuki Suzuki. Immediately at the inside of his teammate Foggia, but he runs in wide.
Oh.
And Guevara was wide as well. Is that Sasaki or McPhee's been caught up in some early drama. Tata as well, I think, is involved too.
Riccardo Rossi too is down. McPhee was down there in the middle of the pack with those guys, so I'd imagine it's him that's gone down. Some big starts from the third row. David Munoz has come through into fourth position. He was on the inside into turn one, and Sergio Garcia also got away well. The World Championship leader, a famed fast starter, up 2 places to 6th.
Jump starts Lewis coming in. Some information just reaching into our commentary box. Dennis Onju, who had that disaster with the exceeding track limits at the end of Q1 yesterday when he thought he was in P1, and Kaita Tova on the podium here 1 year ago. They've now got to do double long lap penalty, so he's been incurring the wrath of the steward so far this weekend. Nasni, Dennis Onju, that's going to completely end any hopes that he had of being on the podium here today. A double long lap penalty then for Tova and Onju.
All that hard work. He's up into 9th position, Dennis Onju, so I don't want to say he's had a brilliant start, because clearly it was an illegal one that Dennis Onju made to get himself up the field, so he's going to have to do all that hard work again. Holgado now attacking Foggia. It's Holgado who's the rider on the move here. He passed Suzuki last time around. He now takes Foggia for second.
Guevara looking so comfortable, so clean and clinical at the front of this Grand Prix. Drops down now into turn 3.
Let's take a look then at the start from the side angle camera. Onju, there you see left of screen. That was a clear jump start.
You don't even need the super slow-mo camera, do you, to work that one out? Even with the naked.
Oh,
there's a big crash further back there.
Bettelli, Ogden, and Yamanaka too.
Yamanaka now. That's a really, really fast crash on a Moto3 bike, dropping down the hill, sweeping through turn 7. You're going to be flat out, probably 4th, maybe even 5th gear.
And Dennis Foggia, we saw him get beaten up a little bit last time in Barcelona before the chain came off. He just got picked up by his teammate Tatsuki Suzuki, who spent most of the time this year sitting behind him playing rear gunner. Not this time. Foggia, though, up the inside as Suzuki runs wide, as does Holgado, so Foggia needs to get on with this. Guevara's lead now, 4/10 of a second.
Good tussle there further down in this lead group between Garcia and Sasaki. They've exchanged a couple of overtakes in quick succession there. Now then, as Lewis mentioned, this spells danger. This is rather ominous for the chasing pack here as Guevara just clicks into his metronomic rhythm. Very Jorge Lorenzo-esque, isn't he, sometimes in Moto3. Oh, who's that's gone out?
I think it was Kelso.
Yeah, Joel Kelso. So another incident. The FI and MotoGP stewards are going to be busy. The incident involving Ogden and Bettelli will be investigated.
But back at the front, Sergio Garcia has passed Tatsuki Suzuki, as you can see now on screen. He's in between the 2 Leopard Hondas. He was in the first sector, so presumably into turn 1. But that lead now is growing up towards a second. Garcia able to cover his line into turn 12. He's not close enough on the back of Dennis Foggia. But that lead of Guevara now up to around a second. You can see what it means for the World Championship. As it stands, the lead that Guevara had over his teammate, which was quite sizable earlier in the season when Guevara had some early season misfortune, it's now provisionally down to 7 points.
So Garcia's found his way through on one of the Leopard Hondas. Next in his sights, as you can see on screen, is number 7, Dennis Foggia. The problem now for Garcia, if he can get into second place, which we know he's more than capable of, is it already, with 18 laps to go here in Germany, going to be too late with his teammate Izan Guevara for the first time in this Grand Prix now, having established a 1-second advantage. There's that information being relayed to Dennis Foggia. He knows now that a second ahead of him, well, he'll see it crystal clear, won't he, is Guevara, but he can't relax in the battle behind him because Garcia, Suzuki, Sasaki and Holgado are in contention for that final podium place, although Foggia is just starting to put a bit of daylight between himself and Garcia in P3, and Garcia's got to be careful now as well, because quite early on in this Grand Prix, that's a track limits warning coming for the number 11, the Moto3 World Championship leader. This may well be, in terms of that championship leader, a bit of a damage limitation exercise here, particularly against Guevara, his teammate.
Yeah, as it stands at the moment, Izan Guevara would close the lead of his teammate in the championship down to 7 points, 25 for a victory as it stands at the moment for Guevara. Those are his stats so far in what is a very short Grand Prix career. 3 victories, 2 of which came this season, including the last Grand Prix in Catalonia. He really is the form rider in Moto3 at the moment. He was dominant in free practice. He was also very dominant in free practice and the race in Barcelona last time out. This is a kind of form that will really catch the attention of his teammate Sergio Garcia, who tends to save his best work for this time in a Grand Prix weekend. He tends to come on strong in the closing stages of Sunday's Grand Prix, doesn't always show his best form in free practice. But as it stands at the moment, Garcia is going to have a serious problem with his teammate in the World Championship, because that lead is shrinking and his grasp on third place is shrinking, because Sasaki's looking close behind him in fourth. Garcia was so close to running into the back of Foggia into turn one there as he slammed it on the brakes into turn one. The key overtaking spots that Garcia will be looking at, turn one is one of them, the big braking stop into the first corner at the end of the start-finish straight, and then the final two corners, turn 12 at the bottom of the waterfall section. It's the section that Izan Guevara is about to turn right and approach right now. He almost looks as if he drops off the edge of a cliff there down towards turn 12, and turn 13, the final corner, another big braking stop for Garcia. Look how close he is now. That Leopard Honda is very, very good in a straight line, but Garcia's good on the brakes. Foggia covers his line into 12.
Yeah, there's this late speed, this late burst coming from Foggia and Garcia, just a little bit too much, too hot to handle for Sasaki. It will still be a fantastic morale-boosting fourth place for the Sologado Husqvarna Max Racing Team man then. So the last lap underway here at the Liqui Moly Grand Prix of Germany, round 10 of the championship, and there is your runaway race leader who's run riot here, hasn't he? Izan Guevara. He starts the last lap 5.2 seconds clear of this battle. Foggia runs a tight defensive line late on the brakes on the Leopard Honda down the hill to the first corner, and still there's no way through for Garcia.
Yeah, Foggia held the middle of the racetrack down the start-finish straight. He didn't want Garcia to get up the inside of him, and what's useful for Foggia is that it's pretty much one corner after another from now, so even though you're slightly offline through turns 2 and 3, there's no real way through for Sergio Garcia through there. A little bit of a gap now emerging in this first sector of the lap where Foggia is pretty strong. The next chance really for Garcia will be into turn 12. He's got two more opportunities at the bottom of the hill at the exit of the waterfall section. Turns 12 and 13 for Garcia if he's to snatch these crucial 4 points. 4 extra points on offer here for second place.
Foggia's been superb in the first two sectors, and on this last lap there's what, 2 or 3 bike lengths there where he's made a mistake going through turn 9. I was just about to say he'd been inch perfect on this last lap to defend that second place. Here though is your runaway race leader, Izan Guevara. He's now through the Saxon curve. Guevara will taste the victory here in Germany. There's no way through the penultimate corner for Garcia. Foggia still standing firm in second place. This is the battle for second and third here. Crucial World Championship points. Here comes Garcia. An aggressive move on the inside. Izan Guevara though is your race winner here in the German Grand Prix Moto3. Garcia did briefly snatch second at the final corner. He ran in hot, ran wide. Foggia sweeps back through to take second place and 4 crucial World Championship points, but this man in a different league, on a completely different level with Izan Guevara. Joy for the Gas Aspar team. Their man takes it by 4.8 seconds. It is back-to-back wins for Izan Guevara.
But they're going to have to beat Izan Guevara. The board of directors, ADAC of Saxony, Klaus Klotzner, gives the trophy to Izan Guevara. His dominant role continues as he closes in on Garcia in the chase for the championship.